One of the most common questions we get asked when somebody finds our channel for the first time is, what is autism? In this video, we're going to be finding out the answer to that question. Hi, I'm Kevin Chapman and I'm a daily family vlogger. Chances are, if you've ever seen one of my videos before, it was probably about my teenage son Andy, who's on the autism spectrum. I'm also currently going through the autism diagnosis process, and for this year's World Autism Awareness Week, I'm creating a playlist of the questions that we get asked most often as an autism family. We're going to be answering a different question every day this week, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn your notifications on, like the page if you're watching over on Facebook, so you don't miss out on any of the videos in this series or our ongoing daily family vlog. Today's question is the most asked of them all, especially when we're meeting somebody for the first time. What is autism? As autism's a spectrum condition, it can mean different things to different people, and it can sometimes be really difficult, even for autistic people, to put into words exactly what a diagnosis of autism means. But if there's two places I trust more than any other for information about autism, it's the National Autistic Society and the NHS. And their definitions are almost word for word identical, so I'm going to kind of use a mashup of the two of those. Autism is a lifelong condition that affects how people communicate with and relate to people, and how they experience the world around them. The first part of that definition is super important to understand. Autism is a lifelong condition. It's not just something that affects kids. It's not something you grow out of. If you're autistic now, you'll always be autistic. You can't catch autism like you would catch a cold, and you can't develop autism as an adult, although you may be diagnosed as an adult if your symptoms were missed when you were younger. There's no cure for autism. There's no cure because it's not an illness or a disease. It's just a different type of brain working in a different way. And a lot of autistic people wouldn't want a cure, even if it was possible for such a thing to exist, because they see their autism as a fundamental part of who they are as a person. And to take away their autism would be to take away a part of them. Now, I mentioned before that autism is a spectrum condition, but what does that mean? It means that every autistic person is different, and their symptoms, characteristics, and difficulties can vary massively. Sometimes autistic people will also have learning difficulties or mental health issues or other conditions, which might mean that they need different levels of support. Two of the most common characteristics of autism are difficulties with social communication and interaction, and repetitive behaviour, routines, and activities. Autistic people can also be under or oversensitive to certain sounds, lights, colours, and other things that fall under the umbrella of sensory sensitivity. All of these characteristics present differently in different people, and with different levels of severity and difficulty attached to them. All autistic people are different, but all people on the autism spectrum learn and develop over time. And with the right kind of support, everyone can be helped to live a more fulfilling life of their own choosing. Autistic people often don't look disabled. Parents of autistic children often say that people just think their kid is naughty or needs more discipline, whereas autistic adults often feel like they're misunderstood. And autism is much more common than you think. According to the National Autistic Society, more than 700,000 people in the UK are autistic. That's more than 1 in 100 people. And they come from all nationalities, religions, cultures, and social backgrounds. Put it this way, a full Wembley Stadium holds 90,000 people. So statistically, nearly 1,000 people in a sold-out Wembley Stadium are on the autism spectrum. And that's why World Autism Awareness Week is so important. We must raise awareness and acceptance of autism. We just have to. If you want to find out more about autism or World Autism Awareness Week, I've included links to the websites I used to research this video down in the description below. And also make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the rest of our World Autism Awareness Week playlist. And yes, adverts are running on this video. But before anybody's tempted to accuse me of just trying to cash in on World Autism Awareness Week, at the end of April, I'll be donating every penny raised from this playlist of videos to the National Autistic Society. So you're safe to share this video around to anyone you think would benefit from seeing it, knowing that by doing so, not only are you raising autism awareness, but you're also raising money for a good cause. I've also included a link to their donation page down in the description below, so if you're willing and able to make a donation, you can. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful, but don't stop here. Click the top link just there for the rest of our World Autism Awareness playlist, and click the bottom link next to us to check out our latest daily family vlog. You can also click on the Chapman family logo over to the side of me here to make sure that you don't miss out on any future uploads.